It was the autumn of 1903 when I first arrived in Black Hollow, a small, fog-choked village perched on the edge of the moors. The villagers avoided eye contact, their whispers trailing off as I passed. They spoke of the old Whitmore Manor, abandoned for decades, claiming that it was cursed, haunted by shadows that never left. I was Detective Samuel Hart, known in London for solving impossible cases. Yet nothing in my experience could have prepared me for what lay within that manor. The invitation came mysteriously, signed by a descendant of the Whitmore family, urging me to investigate the strange disappearances that had plagued the village for generations. The manor loomed like a beast at the top of the hill, its windows dark and empty, like hollow eyes watching my every step. The gate creaked as I pushed it open, and the air smelled of decay and wet earth. My lantern flickered as I crossed the threshold, illuminating cobweb-covered walls and portraits of stern, lifeless ancestors. Inside, the silence was suffocating. Every creak of the floorboard seemed louder than a gunshot. I explored the grand hallway, where dust motes danced in the lantern light. That's when I heard it. A faint whisper, almost human, coming from the staircase that led to the upper floors. My pulse quickened, but curiosity drove me forward. The whispers grew louder, forming words I couldn't comprehend. Each step I took felt heavier, as if the manor itself resisted my presence. In the master bedroom, I found a journal bound in cracked leather, its pages yellowed and brittle. It belonged to Eleanor Whitmore, the last known resident. Her final entries spoke of shadows that moved on their own, eyes that watched from the corners of rooms, and a voice that called her name in the dead of night. As night fell, the manor seemed alive. Doors slammed without wind. Portrait shifted slightly when I wasn't looking, and the whispers turned into full sentences. Leave before it claims you. The voice was soft, almost pleading, yet filled with a sinister undertone. Determined to uncover the truth, I descended into the basement, guided by the weak glow of my lantern. There, beneath layers of dust and forgotten memories, I discovered a hidden chamber. Candles burned low, casting eerie shadows on the walls covered with strange symbols. In the center stood a mirror, its surface black as coal, reflecting nothing, yet showing movement within. I leaned closer, and the reflection shifted. A woman in a tattered white dress appeared behind me. Her eyes were hollow, her lips parted as if to speak, yet no sound came. Suddenly, the air grew icy, and I felt hands grip my shoulders. Spinning around, there was no one. The whispers crescendoed into screams, a cacophony of voices calling my name. I tried to flee, but the manor seemed endless. Hallways twisted unnaturally. Doors led back to rooms I had already passed, and shadows stretched across the walls, forming grotesque shapes. The mirror drew me in, and I saw visions of the past, the Whitmore family performing strange rituals, summoning entities from beyond, binding spirits to the manor for eternity. Hours, or perhaps days, passed. Time had no meaning in Black Hollow. My lantern dimmed, and exhaustion overcame me. In my last moments of lucidity, I realized the whispers were not warnings. They were invitations. The manor wanted me to stay, to join the legion of trapped souls that wandered its halls. When I awoke, I was outside the manor, the dawn breaking over the misty moors. My lantern lay shattered beside me, and my clothes were torn. I hurried back to the village, seeking answers, but the villagers only shook their heads. No one leaves Black Hollow unclaimed, they said. The manor never forgets. To this day, I cannot explain how I escaped. The memory haunts me, whispers echoing in the corners of my mind, shadows flickering in empty rooms, and sometimes at night, I swear I see the black windows of Whitmore Manor from my London flat, staring back, waiting for the day I return.